What's going on, guys? Darkstar here. I'm gonna just shoot the shit real quick, talk about life or whatever. Dude, I honestly, it's crazy. I've been telling myself the past couple of days that I want to start writing or whatever, but I haven't tried it. And maybe I think the closest thing to journaling might be something like this. So I guess I'm kind of gonna get back to it. I started putting some of my videos on TikTok, and I was having a lot of people who were really close to me seeing it, and it was kind of making me a little nervous because I think I care about people's opinions too fucking much or whatever. And then this one coworker I have, her opinion, I guess means I'm not gonna get into why, but her opinion means a little more to me. I don't even think she was really critiquing. I think she was just joking about what I was saying in one of the videos, and I feel like that kind of stopped me from making a lot of videos. So I don't know. I guess that's kind of why I stopped. But honestly, I think I'm just going to keep talking until I don't know. I think I'm just going to keep talking even when I really don't have nothing to say. I think I'm just going to talk. I don't know if I want to vent, but I think if I'm going to talk about what I'm going through, I guess the challenges I'm facing is probably going to come up, you know, and the difficulties. I kind of feel like I should just change my name completely again, but whatever. Um, I have. I'm not sure if I have an issue with enlightenment or whatever, but I feel like from the age of maybe 22, maybe a little earlier than that, I got interested in spirituality or whatever. As someone who was a former Christian, I could say while I was a Christian, I don't even know if I fully understood Christianity so much. So even with me being apart from it, it's newer things I've learned. Hell, even certain stories of the Bible or just the sayings I hear from people or things I didn't even consider, in Christianity, I don't want to get the name wrong, the Nicene Creed, or just yeah, or just certain verses or whatever. And I felt those are really interesting because I feel like these were just things I hadn't considered. But I think while that may be the case, I'm still kind of at the point where it's nah, I'm over Christianity. Um, I don't know. I honestly feel like religion or just anything. I think anything could be, taken from. I was telling somebody the other day. I don't know. I was telling somebody the other day, if you want to be it's easy to emulate anybody. I feel like it should be. So it's you want to emulate Jesus Christ, you obviously read on him. You want to emulate Muhammad, you obviously read on him. You want to emulate anything else, you read, you watch videos about them, you know what I'm saying? You do some of the things that they did. I was thinking about it and I was dude, you may not know what fucking Michael Jordan is in bed or anything, but you have seen him play over 300 basketball games, you know what I'm saying? And you've probably seen some training montages. You know what I mean? If you know what I'm saying? If you don't try to shoot a layup or, try to dunk or shoot a shot like MJ, you know what I'm saying? If you probably do one move 1,000 times, you know what I'm saying? I feel like you're emulating that person. And I think that just applies for anything in a way. Honestly, for me now, it's just a matter of wanting to do it. I'm kind of at a point, man, where I don't want to say I'm in limbo, but I feel like it's funny because life can feel like heaven, life could feel like hell, life could feel like purgatory or limbo. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes I feel like I get to a point where I just identify with one. And sometimes right now I'm kind of yeah, bro, life is hell. How is life not hell? I've heard some I guess spiritual teachers or whatever I don't know if they got that from Gnosticism or from, I guess any other type of, I guess, philosophy or religion or creed or whatever. But I've heard some people describe life as hell. You know what I'm saying? You feel pain. You know what I mean? I think I've even heard in the Bible that hell is described as like the hottest and the coldest place. And I mean, and I always never took that as like literal. Like maybe that was like kind of like, not literally, but even though probably literally. But like I feel like life is that. I feel like life is all those things. You know what I mean? Like literally and like, like mentally or internally. Um yeah, and I just kind of find that interesting. I've came across like some YouTube channels. I'm not even gonna say their names because I don't want to butcher their names. I probably even just butchered, some of the things I even spoke on just now. But um, I've come across antinatalism, over the past couple months or whatever. I've been watching people's thoughts on antinatalism, and honestly, like that shit, it doesn't appeal to me as much anymore. But it definitely was a couple months ago for real. Um, which I think is okay. Um, I don't know. I feel like how my life has gone. I really can't blame someone for really thinking that maybe, you know, we're not supposed to be born or whatever. um, as far as life being hell, man, I don't know, man. I got off work earlier today, and I don't know. I don't want to go into the details of work because there's certain things that, like, I guess I'm not ready to speak on yet. But dude, like, I just feel like I'm wasting away. Um, I work with people that are like good, people that I really, love and care for, but I don't think that's really enough to push me forward anymore, especially if I'm gonna keep coming home, and not feeling like doing anything. And maybe I shouldn't really blame that on work. Maybe that's just something within myself. Um, I kind of wonder if, like, I'm pretty sure, like, certain adults who had kids or whatever, if they felt like how I felt, which I'm probably sure they did, but sometimes I wonder how, like, they pushed through it. I should probably ask my mom that. And I'm pretty sure maybe, maybe sometimes they didn't push through that. Just like, it's that feeling of not wanting to do fucking anything, but like, maybe a kid, if not inspires you, definitely pushes you to try to do more. Um, yeah. What did I do when I got off? Ooh man, I just finished that the last episode of the first season of Dexter Resurrection. Pretty fire, pretty fire. I don't know. I don't think I'm really gonna get into all that right now. I don't know. I'll say I liked it. It was good. I guess non-spoiler review. I'm excited for the future of the series. Michael C. Hall is great. Um, I haven't watched I started watching the new Peacemaker season, but I haven't watched episode 3 yet. So that'll probably be next. Um, but honestly, dude, all I did all day was fuck around and like after I watched Dexter, I was just literally on TikTok. I've been on TikTok for fucking 3 hours. Jesus Christ, this TikTok addiction. I do be getting some fire ass songs off that shit though. um, got one more day of work tomorrow, and then I'm probably gonna go see that new Conjuring. I know I didn't see the last Conjuring, but honestly, I don't think I really care. I'm not like super interested in this Conjuring movie. Not like I was to see that movie Weapons when it came out. That was really freaking good. Um, but you know, I'm interested in the people I'm going with to see this movie. But other than that, you know, I guess this is the case that made those people quit, the actual people, the Warrens or whatever. So that'll be interesting to see, But I kind of feel like I want to see some over the top. You know what I'm saying? If it wasn't over the top enough, I want to see some super dumb, stupid, over the top shit. You know what I'm saying? If this is the case that made these niggas quit, but what else? Uh, yeah, man. Honestly, I don't know. I don't really have like a motivation. I just feel like life is just kind of pushing me forward, which might be pretty shitty to say, but I don't know. It's the truth right now, and I think affirming what I'm thinking and how I'm feeling is probably a good start to see how I could, I'm thinking maybe I could change it, by facing it, alchemy and shit, So I guess I should put a disclaimer that this is in no way a motivational channel. This is just rants about life. And because I guess I want to be heard or I just want to speak and I don't want anyone to listen. But I guess I won't turn the comments off if anyone cares. I don't know. I don't really have like a radical stance on anything. I feel like, I probably do, but like I feel like I don't think life should be this way or that way. And maybe that's why I'm fucking, lost at sea because I'm just like, life is this right now and life might be this later. But yeah, right now I guess I've been on the fact that life is hell, but I think I want to get out of that. Not because I may not feel that way, but I kind of feel like I'm speaking that into existence in a way. It's weird. It's like people talk about all these laws and shits, right? But law of attraction, law of assumption, you know what I mean? So it kind of like puts that responsibility on yourself. And it's funny. I don't know if like I ever like because like I've wanted to apply a lot of those techniques in my life, but I feel like either maybe I'm not doing it good enough or like long enough to really reap the benefits of what that may be, or it doesn't exist. So sometimes I'm like, yo, it doesn't exist. You know what I'm saying? The law of attraction is bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Or the law of assumption is bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Sure, like talk nice to yourself, speak good things in your life, speak about what you want in life. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, I don't know, maybe that's not like a huge thing. Maybe that's not rocket science. Like if you want something done, say you'll do it. You know what I mean? I don't know. Think about doing it, I guess. You know what I mean? And I think the only reason why it might be hard is because there is doubt that you could or can't do it, And I think that especially hits when you're an adult because, as a kid, you got people maybe more so pushing you to do things if people do, care about, what you got going on in life. But when you're an adult and it's really only you, you know what I'm saying? The things that you think you should do, you know what I mean? That you really that okay, maybe I can't speak for everyone, but for me, sometimes the things that like I'm pretty sure I should do or think I don't do, it just sometimes I just don't do it, you know what I mean? And even when I really have to do it, like I'll end up doing something that I really didn't want to do in the first place just to get a task done, you know? So right now I really think this is about understanding myself. Um Even more so than understanding others. But people say, I don't know, everyone is a reflection of you. I was literally watching. I'm trying not to watch. I'm trying not to listen to people on TikTok anymore, only because I just feel like I don't want to say people are saying things that are obvious. Some people say really profound and really dope things, but I just feel like I'll be so wishy washy. Like I'll think one thing and I'll watch a video and it'll literally make me think another thing. I don't think that's good. Like I'm watching like me watching 3 hours of TikTok, which is already like crazy in my head. You know what I'm saying? I could come across a thousand of I could come across like a video convincing me that Christianity is evil, or that Christianity is the best thing in the world. That really save people's lives for the better and shit. So I kind of really feel like you kind of got to make your own decisions about shit in a way. Um, there's this one TikTok I heard that I think I do agree with, that like I kind of want to keep in my head, is that like you're not really what was I gonna say? Like your experience of people is only your perception of them, you know what I'm saying? And vice versa. So people are gonna think what they want to think of you, and you're gonna think what you want to think of people, or what you have to think of people, because it's what you perceive. Some things initial perception is kind of like what you don't, like you kind of can't help that. So you kind of have to ponder on things and stuff, if you really care enough about it. So, that being said, I just kind of feel like, I don't know, maybe it's not worth reading into people so much. I was like, I don't know, I was mad at this person at work a couple weeks ago. And like I really like this person. Like I like this person. Like I'm like attracted to this person, but I won't go into details of like why or how that's going, but like at this point she's just a coworker or whatever, but like I feel like she's very mean, you know what I'm saying? And like there's a question that like I ask myself, like, oh, why is it so hard for you to, I mean, there's a number of reasons. Maybe this wasn't even a good example to go into, but it was like, it's like, because like I don't know, it's like I'm like at a thin line between like, oh, wanting to ask this person out, or like not wanting this person in my life at all. And I feel like if that's the case, that's all. It should be like a no. Like if it's like something where it could be one or the other, I would think the answer would be no. You know what I'm saying? But I'm like, maybe this person challenges me. Maybe it's something that I need to understand about myself. But maybe I don't need to go in a potentially shitty relationship to do that. Um, just like the other day, I was like, dude, like I'm not gonna talk to her anymore. Like it's just like not worth it. But I mean, you're at work with people. You work with these people. You know what I'm saying? So it doesn't hurt to say hi, or how you doing. But it's also like to the point where it's like I don't like holding grudges about people. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't like replaying in my head things people did to me, even though I do. But I think I kind of don't do it as much because I have like a realization of what I'm doing. And it's kind of like, honestly, like I'd rather forget. I'd rather like not even forgive. Like I'd just rather forget. You know what I'm saying? Only because I just feel like this person may be in my life, but like she doesn't make my whole life. And yeah, I guess that's it for me for right now. I can't believe I'm ending on that, but see, I'm so critical, so fucking critical. But anyway, if you listened and you like this, you know what I'm saying, thanks. If not, whatevs. Fuck you. Fuck you. But anyway, yeah. Thanks. Good night.